Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. 2023 is a little bit far away from now, but preparation by different geopolitical zones is on top gear right now, and there have been a lot of moves showcasing different strategies that people are going to use to see how they can secure the vote of the entire country to themselves. And right now, what we have on ground is actually what the northern group have to tell Jonathan, because just fairly recently we've heard that some governors from APC had to pay Jonathan a visit. The intent of that visit was not actually being disclosed, but some persons are of the opinion or assumption that actually the visit revolved around presidency come 2023, that possibly they may need the current or the former president to migrate from PDP to APC so that at least he can be among the list of presidents who have completed their 2 term. You understand? Because he just did one. He was voted in 2011, but by 2015 he was hoisted out of office. That's what a lot of people were saying. But guess what? This particular group in Yola have decided to send a strong message to the former president of Nigeria, and right now it's as if they are looking elsewhere. And guess what? Your guess will be as good as mine. They are looking somewhere that we believe they should be looking at, but let me tell you, it's not the north. You're going to see where they are looking. From there, we'll look at some of the permutation and calculation that is already ongoing and what will possibly be the fate of Nigeria come 2023. Don't forget, before we go into this, don't forget that someone in the southeast had already said that the unity of Nigeria is dependent on the outcome of the presidential election come 2023. And I see a lot of truth in that because a lot of things is already happening. All right, let's look at the news first, and we are going to discuss
news
further.
conference in Adamawa State capital Yola on Tuesday said although Goodluck Jonathan acquitted himself well as president, especially by humbly conceding defeat in the 2015 election and ensuring smooth transition to the present government, the odds against him are high. The national chairman of the forum, Elliot Efiyo, told newsmen at the news conference that Jonathan went against the interests of the North when, contrary to an earlier agreement which he signed, he contested in and won the 2011 presidential election, a development which he said the North still remember. He added that insurgency which Goodluck Jonathan fought but failed to curtail is still a challenge even under a northern president, and that the North would prefer a northerner as president for a greater chance at finally taming insurgency. According to Afiyo, and I quote, he said, you remember the difficulty of Jonathan's presidency over the fight against insurgency. He was even accused of deliberately encouraging insurgency to undermine the North. The forum also rejected the possibility of the next president coming from the Northwest and warned All Progressive Congress APC against zoning its presidential seat to the Northwest towards 2019. It advised the party to instead zone its presidential ticket to the Southwest to compensate the region for its support that ensured President Muhammadu Buhari's victory in 2015 and 2019. Making the point that the Northwest has produced 2 presidents and a vice president in recent time, Afiyo said, and I quote, "We want to advise our elders and elites from the Northwest to shelve any interest in the presidency or vice presidency come 2023 for the unity of the northern region." This is really a serious one. Now, the first point raised here is a warning to Jonathan to stay clear of any form of presidential ambition because of what he did, some of the odds that are already against him, his poor outcome of fight against insurgency and other things. And then, if you notice, they are not even ready to give it to the North. They are pointing to the Southwest, saying that they want to compensate them for the level of cooperation they gave during 2015 and 2019 presidential election, which brought in the emergence of President
Muhammadu Buhari. Now, let's just start calculating a lot of things here. Don't forget that fairly recently, there had been a visit that was paid by, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu to Kano State, where he was taken around. One of those guys there said a very striking word, and which was that they want to appreciate him for the cooperation and the seriousness he gave that resulted to the victory that Muhammadu Buhari had in the 2015 election, and told him something very striking, and that was they are going to compensate him or reciprocate that kind gesture. And that was coming from the mouth of one of the members of the Council of Ulama, which is mostly, clerics and all of that. So with that in mind, you can now see that already there is a strategy that had been rolled out which may go an extra mile to floor other person. That's why right now, as we are looking at this situation, I think that it's high time the Southeast, if they truly want someone to be in the seat of authority, that's in Sh0ck come 2023, they must start working now, meeting with all the key monarchs in the north and some political giants that are in the north, and start talking to them about their intention. Because just like how when they opened up to the governor of Ebonyi State when he migrated from PDP to APC, they said that there is nothing like zoning in APC, for it's not even enshrined in their constitution. What they can guarantee anybody is contest. They must always be a contest. So if you can contest very well and you play your cards very well, automatically you are free to carry the day. But they cannot zone it to anyone, which means that no matter how deprived the Southeast had been in terms of leadership position, leadership position that resolved from election, they cannot just zone it to them. They must work for it. They must contest hard. The victory must come on the platform of contest. So right now, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, with what we are hearing thus far, has already started working. You understand? He has started making some moves, pointing to the fact that he is ready, for 2023. And I feel that being a politician, that should be one of the heartbeats of those who are aiming for any political position. You don't have to wait until that set time, because that opportunity may not come as you expect. It's high time they just start fighting and pushing real hard, because no one will just give you on the basis of the fact that you have been deprived of it for many years and all of that. So for now, what I am seeing is that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu has already started playing his card. So a lot of things may be going towards him. Don't forget that these guys have already gone far to dissolve anything called structures in the state level and the likes, talking about APC. And that's an indication that already there are some plans that will be rolled out which may likely be in favor or not in favor of some persons. But right now, with the way things are going and with what we have heard thus far, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu may have made up his mind to ensure that he is the president of this country. Whether APC likes it or they do not like it, his intention is to be the president of Nigeria. And with what we are seeing, he's doing everything within his power to ensure that happen. I remember the words of Sh0ck in 2019 when he disclosed what Asiwaju Bola Tinubu said. And one of the things he said was that even if President Muhammadu Buhari was on his sickbed, he will still grant him his support, because he knows that he's going to hand over to him. This guy, Sh0ck, who is a former Senate president, the Senate president of the 8th Senate, was asking him, why are you bent on giving your support to President Muhammadu Buhari? And he had to open up that secret to him, which means though it may not have been written, but already is an agreement. Don't forget, in my last discussion about this issue of politics, I disclosed that when we talk about APC, it's not just some bodies of persons coming together to form a party. It's a conglomerate of different political parties, talking about ACN, which is Tinubu was there, the master there, and then CPC, which was Buhari, and then we had AD, we had ANPP, and also the new PDP, which was, Amechi, who was in charge of that one. So you realize it's amalgamation of so many people, and they have some mutual agreement on some certain issues. So right now, I tell you the whole truth that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu will do everything within his power to see himself in the seat of authority come 2023. Let's see how it will keep unfolding. Go to our comment.